Welcome to this Recovery Summit session with me, Jacqui Oatley, and with Martin Glenn, former Chief Executive of the Football Association, and with Pierluigi Collina, very recognisable figure from being in charge of the world's referees, basically, which is a pretty impressive title to have, and with a huge, vast amount of experience of the world of refereeing. So we have a huge amount to go into, and only really just less than half an hour in which to go into it. Nobody, frankly, gentlemen, expected to happen what has just happened over the last 3 months or so. And so we're all just feeling our way back into the world of live football. But there have been a great deal of issues for the administrators in particular to address and to attempt to overcome in those last 3 months or so. So, Martin, first of all, if I could turn to you. In this return in the UK, but of course globally as well, post-COVID-19, what are your main concerns for the immediate and long-term future of the sport?
Well, I think it's really interesting. The obvious point that fans are critical to the experience of football. And so I guess the first concern is how quickly can we get football played in front of real people again, and how responsibly can that be done over time. So it really is important that is done properly. It's done in a way that people who want to go to football matches have confidence to go. But really, to me as a fan, but also as a former administrator, with a big interest in Wembley Stadium, you just know that the football experience on TV is way better if you're playing in front of a live crowd rather than what's happening now in Germany and last night in the UK and England, where it's to empty seats.
Pierluigi, first of all, congratulations on having a beautiful backdrop behind you. It looks stunning. It really does.
It proves that I was involved in football.
Yes, we've not forgotten. Not that there's anything wrong with your backdrop, Martin. Nothing wrong with yours, but it's just stunning, Pierluigi.
Thank you.
There's a huge amount of concern, of course, for football clubs, for players, for staff at clubs, and people who work in football during lockdown. How have match officials across the world been affected by this long hiatus? Because nobody really thinks too much or concerns themselves too much with match officials in these difficult times. I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, referees are part of the so-called business, so they are, as well as players, coaches, staff, all the person you mentioned before. They were affected by the lockdown. They were affected because of all the competitions were suspended, both domestically and internationally. They continue to work. They continue to keep themselves ready for the restart. We as FIFA, of course, we had all the competition postponed. All the competitions scheduled in 2020 were postponed to 2021, like Olympics, like Women World Cup under 17 and under 20. They will be played next year. So all the activities related to those competitions were postponed as well. We have already started with the preparation of the two Senior World Cup